As much as we don't want to admit it, and as much as it sounds unpopular to say, we are the ones that create the pressure in our lives. We are the ones that create the majority of pressure in our lives. There's external factors that are the case, but if you look at it, if you think of a pipe builds pressure usually from something that is happening on the inside, whether it's if it's a pipe, if it's too much heat being applied to the water that's going through it or the steam that's being applied to it. It's something internal. It is our perception of what we think is supposed to happen. How many times in your life have you looked at something? Have you looked at a situation that you're in and you like, you know what? It's supposed to look this way. How many of us have envisioned what that dream job is, how it's going to happen, where are you going to be when you get that phone call? How many people have envisioned their marriage, their wedding day? It's supposed to look like this, and this. This person's supposed to treat me like this, and this. They're supposed to look like this, and this. But how often have we already overlooked the blessings and we thought that it was something that was distracting us? It's because we're looking at it with this eye instead of this eye, the spiritual discernment, the ability to be able to feel like, hey, you know what? I know that this is not the way that I intended or that I thought that it was going to be, but it is. It just is. It just is. It feels right. And I'm not saying when we talk about feelings that we should be led by how we feel because our feelings are fickle, but there's something inside of us that just knows. You ever just know something and like, how did I know that? Like, I didn't know that I would like someone that looks like a person that I never would give the time of day. But we had a conversation, we sat down, and I found out that we had so many things in common that it was an offer I couldn't refuse. They were saying just the right things. They were saying the things that I believed in before I even asked them their viewpoint on it. They were able to tell me, and not just by their words, their actions. Their actions lined up with their words. So now I'm in a relationship with someone that I didn't even think that I would be in a relationship with. How many times have things like that happen, or we've heard of things like that happening? It happens pretty often. So our perception of things, our prediction on how things should be, is often the times or often the things that will allow us to build pressure. We feel pressure because we're 30 and we're not married. We feel pressure because we're 35 and we don't have the job that we feel like we should have at this time. Whenever things aren't going your way, ask yourself one question. What am I learning, or what should I have learned in this experience? Because chances are, if you don't learn the lesson just repeats itself. It's almost like if you don't pass a class in college or in grade school, you got to take it again. It'll continually come back over and over and over again until you pass. You can't keep getting an F and expecting to get pushed on to the next grade. You have to pass the test, and it'll continue to come over and over and over again. Don't feel pressured. Make the adjustments. Look at it and say, you know what? I did it this way. That didn't work. I'm going to try it another way. I'm going to adjust my focus and do it this way, and the results will be different. I challenge you today that the pressure that you're feeling is from within. But what are you going to do about it? Are you going to allow for it to burst? Pressure will burst pipes, right? You don't want to burst. So what will you do? Will you adjust the temperature? Will you investigate to find out what the source of the pressure is and deal with that? Or will you continue to blame other people? Will you continue to look at it the same way and expect different results? Albert Einstein said it best. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. And I don't believe that you're insane. They don't believe that you're insane. You don't believe that you're insane. So prove them and you wrong today by accepting the challenge.